let's see. Let's see if I click refresh on here. Am I going to be there? I'm still not bloody there. I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what's going on. It says here I'm live. Why aren't I live? I am live! Yeah, I think, I hope. Can you hear me? Right, okay, yes, I am live. There's just a huge delay. Right, okie dokie. Hey up! It's Steve from Mercury Rapids, Toig. I'm on my other channel. I just thought I'd try it. I've not done a live stream before from this other channel, so I thought I'd do it because we were going to watch, hopefully, Artemis II Launch for astronauts to the moon, hopefully. And my cat Princess is joining us for the mission. But none of the comments are appearing in the StreamYard's thing. So, anyway, so I can't make them appear on screen because it's stupid. Anyway, so Justin's here anyway. So welcome, Justin. I've got gum in my mouth. Very unprofessional. Welcome, Justin. Right. So as you can see, well, maybe you can up there. 30 minutes to go. This is the NASA spaceflight feed. I also have the official NASA feed, which I will add to the stage. There it is. How shall I do it? I'll do it like that. Yeah, we'll have it like that. Right. So let's see. Hopefully everything's okay. You can see it's not T minus, it's L minus 30 minutes. Everything seems to be okay. Earlier on, there was a problem on the range. Apparently, the crew at the range, I think they said the eastern range, I think they said, which is basically, they're keeping an eye on where the rocket's going to go if and when it launches. They couldn't communicate with the flight termination system, but they've fixed it, so everything's okay there. Then there was a problem maybe with a sensor on something. Oh, there's loads of dust on my cap. Hopefully that's okay. The L stands for when it enters the launch window. So with 30 minutes till it enters the launch window, which is about 2 hours. And I think then it might go into T minus. We'll end up with a T minus at some point, hopefully. So we will see what happens. But I hope everything's going okay on this stream. I had to faff. I don't know why. On my other channel, YouTube thing, it all works swimmingly, and for some reason, it's not working the same way through another YouTube channel, and I don't really know why. Maybe it will next time. Who knows? If there is a next time. But anyway, so welcome to this other channel, my other channel, Mercury Rapids Toig, which is where I put, random stuff more or less, if you go and explore there. So give it a like and a subscribe and share and all that stuff, and explore the stuff that I've got on this channel, which is, as I said, it's kind of random stuff. It was just like a personal channel. But I started putting other things on. So anyway. I don't know why I can't share the comments on screen. I don't know why they're not showing up. Let's have a look. I don't know. Unless I refresh this page. If I refresh this page, do you think they might appear? I might lose it. So I won't. But anyway. So let's have a listen to what he's saying, this Jared Isaac man, the NASA administrator.
Make sure Orion's doing okay, and then we are
hopefully you can hear him.
We're going to send him farther into space than any humans might have gone before, 250,000 miles away, and it's going to set up for the subsequent missions. That's why we're going into the golden age of science and discovery right now, because you're going to see a moon rocket launch in 2027 when we do our testing with the lander. We're going to go for the landing on Artemis IV in 2028, and in parallel, we're going to build the moon base. space, right? And that is going to be filled with science discovery and tech demonstrations that's going to support the enduring presence we're trying to create on the surface.
Absolutely. So honestly, history-making years ahead of us, with Artemis 3 and 4. But first is Artemis 2. What will be our single greatest takeaway from this mission?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, after ignition, to me, the moment that I'm going to be most excited for is splashdown. There's no question about that. Good shoots coming down off the West Coast. But look, I think the takeaway from this is gaining extreme comfort in the Orion spacecraft, right? I mean, this is very different than what we've done for more than a half century, right? I mean, the velocities that spacecraft is going to re-enter at, it's going to be new territory for us. We want to get our arms around that completely. So I would say the performance of SLS plus Orion is everything on this one. We want to make sure we do it in as a safe way as we possibly can, understanding what we are undertaking right here, bring our crew back, learn as much as we can from the vehicle, set up for Artemis 3 in 2027.
Right. And Administrator, we've actually had a pretty young audience today here, some kids running around the balcony. How do you hope Artemis 2 inspires that next generation? I talk about this all the time. Like, one of our overarching KPIs that we should always be tracking is the number of people living and working in space. Well, what's another strong number 2 on that one? It's the number of kids that are dressing up as astronauts for Halloween so that they grow up, that they're inspired to want to join in this grand endeavor, whether they come work with us here at NASA or they join in industry, but they're helping humankind venture out farther, pursue all the secrets of the universe. Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of kids dressed as astronauts this year. And finally, Jared, you've really made it a personal mission to get to know the people behind the work at NASA. Do you have any final thoughts, any final words before today's history-making launch?
Yeah, well, one, I want to express a lot of appreciation. I'll tell you what, the 4 astronauts on top of Artemis 2 know this. It takes an army.
I'm going to be live on the other channel as well.
Right, across all 10 of our centers.
Let's see what happens.
All of our commercial partners, the international partners that come together to make this possible. My sincere appreciation for everyone who is currently working the mission right now, so getting them ready for launch, that will be watching over them in mission control, recovering this crew when they splash down off the West Coast. I have complete trust and confidence in your abilities. And everybody else who's not
I'm live on my 2 channels. I'm multi-streaming, whatever.
We're going to start stacking.
So, plenty of excitement ahead of us. Jared Isaacman, thank you so much for being here.
Welcome to the
of course. All right, and with that, let's get back to
that Old Yorkshire Geek channel as well.
Under 25 minutes and counting from the opening of our 2-hour launch window, and take a look at all these people behind us. I literally, every moment I turn around
Justin's
and
here
again.
Over on
wow.
Mercury Rapids. Go for launch.
People.
Wish I was going.
Yes, exactly. Which
I don't
is
really.
a great
I want to go and land on the moon, not just go round it. But yes, it'd be cool, wouldn't it? It would be really cool.
The 250th
It would be
anniversary
super
of our country's
duper.
founders signing the Declaration of Independence. Exploration is a part of America's DNA, and it continues now with our return to the moon.
250 years ago, 13
Not that
colonies
long
laid
to
the
go.
foundation for the greatest and most enduring democracy in the history of the
This is
world.
live.
One driven by courage.
As usual, the NASA spaceflight countdown
From that
is
moment, we
ahead
became a
of
nation
the official
defined
one.
not
They
by
always
where we
are,
stood,
even with
but by how
SpaceX.
far we were willing to
They're
go.
always ahead.
We conquered vast frontiers.
But any
invented
road up.
tools that shaped a modern world. We found light in the dark, and we rose from the earth. Faster, higher,
It's
farther.
been a long road,
We pushed
hasn't it?
beyond the sky and into
Getting
the
from
unknown.
there to here.
We carried our courage into the cosmos, and we planted the American flag on the moon, the defining achievement of American superiority in space. Today, our curiosity stretches farther than ever. American robots search ancient rivers on Mars. New telescopes unfold to glimpse the first stars. And a new generation prepares to return to the moon, this time to stay. For 250
I'm proud to
years,
be an
America has carried
American.
the light of humanity forward. But American exceptionalism isn't inherited. It's earned.
Justin says if there was a deep space mission, sign me up. Technically, this is classed as a deep space mission, isn't it? I think anything beyond the moon is classed as deep space, and they're going round the moon, aren't they? So technically, it's a deep space mission.
America celebrates 250 years, and we are leading the world into the future.
Wow, Artemis on the Washington
22
Monument.
minutes,
Cool.
15 seconds and counting from Artemis II, NASA's boldest test flight in a generation. The crew has said this often, that they hope it inspires children around the world. And recently, a group of kids here at Kennedy Space Center got a surprise of a lifetime while watching that rocket roll to the launch pad.
Justin says, a patriotic message. I will keep 2 cents. It's fine, you should be proud. You should be proud. Although, technically, I know it's an American thing. It's NASA, and you've stumped up all the money for it. It is technically an international affair, isn't it? There's expertise and technology from all around the world gone into it.
One of the coolest things happening over there right now, though, is it's on top of a giant track.
It is a proud day for Americans to be sending people to the moon again. Fingers crossed. See, the astronauts are inside. There is a picture of them. They're in there. They've been in there for the last 4 hours or whatever. The 4 astronauts.
One little girl, she had a question. She had patiently held her hand for a long time, and Christina turns to her and says, "Okay, what's your question?" She just goes, "I forgot." It was like, that's a perfect little kid moment. I just like.
Wait, are you my mother's cat's tune astronauts?
What? Say that again?
Never mind. It's a little hard to say. Go Artemis!
These two? Yeah. Put it in. Yeah.
There you go. I like your.
I mean, Britain's space program kind of judded to a halt, didn't it?
And a little bit of chaos.
3, 2,
Unfortunately, never mind.
Wasn't that so cute?
I love kids and their excitement, and even just being real. Like, I don't remember what I was
I know,
gonna
he
say.
goes,
Are we still
but
building
I'm
that
glad you're here."
spaceport up in the Shetland Islands?
Now here we are, Space Center Houston. The crowd has
Gonna look it up.
exponentially grown throughout the day. We started showing you live shots from in there probably an hour ago, and now take a look at all the people there getting ready to witness history together. It's something really special to be able to witness something like this together.
Yeah, we've heard from celebrities and officials and kids, and it's just it's
oh
amazing.
yes, it's
People
still
from all around
it's
the
still
world came
going.
here today
It's
to
still
Florida to
going. The
watch, so
Saxavord
it's something.
spaceport.
It's hard to put into words just how much support for this mission we're seeing today.
But there's been no launches from it yet, I don't think. But
And great news too.
cool.
Remember, the team was tracking an issue with the launch abort system battery. They appear to have cleared that issue. So
Cool.
we are go for launch.
Yes, it's exciting.
We are go for launch. Don't do that
Space
anymore,
Launch
do
Center
they?
here, Huntsville, Alabama.
Got to have a
waving
beep.
to the Artemis II crew sitting right there inside Orion. Inside of 20 minutes from the opening of our launch window, and right now we are targeting the top of that
Is he
launch
playing
window,
Gallagher?
so we could be launching here in about 19 minutes.
3 cell
from now.
pops
Wow,
up.
I don't know if I expected this today. I'm excited, and
You're running
I'm glad they
windows
were able to clear the
on that.
problem with the battery on the LAS, and everything
help 'em.
has gone really smoothly today. It's been great. The weather cleared up. It's a beautiful day for a launch.
Well, nothing
And so
cheeky
now, as we
appears.
are so close to possibly launch now,
Not showing
just
us.
what are
Look.
your final thoughts
Cut
as
away.
we are about to embark on a mission back to the moon, the first time in more than 50 years?
Yeah, just so proud of the crew and all of the
Justin says,
teams
crazy
here
thing,
on
the
the
country
ground
isn't
that made
really
this
interested in
happen.
this launch. Me, I
They are
love it.
carrying the torch from the Apollo
It's
era
weird, isn't it?
into
It's-
the Artemis era.
It's been in the
And,
news,
as the
but
crew
not
likes to say, they want to be the shoulders that the next generation.
prominently.
And let's see, Jill, let's
In like, little... And finally, NASA's launching men to the moon again, and a woman. Yeah, it's weird,
They
it's
want to be
bizarre.
the crew wants to be the shoulders that the next generation can
last
climb on.
001.
I think it's in their patch. We're going for all. It's in the name of their capsule, integrity, representing humility and the professionalism of everyone that got them there today. So proud of them, we love them, we're excited for them, and we cannot wait to see what they see.
Just leveraging everything we've learned so far as an agency, taking us from Apollo
17
now
minutes.
to the launch pad
The
here.
opening of the
39B.
launch window. Wonder if the fellas have gone
Orion
down in the
and
lift
SLS
yet.
Poised
Just before
to
I
again
came
fly
on
us into the
on
history
air,
books.
or whatever you want to call it, started the stream.
And
The chaps,
before
the crew
we leave you now here at
that
the
closed the
hostess to get
hatch,
back
did
into
all that,
operations,
and then they were
we just wanted
going
to
down in the
answer one question
elevator.
for you guys. We asked you earlier on
So
today, what are
hopefully
you most
they're
excited for? And we asked
away
you
now,
to go
hopefully.
vote on Instagram and Twitch. Instagram, you guys said launch. Twitch,
I
you
noticed
guys
there were a
said lunar
van on
flyby,
this
so
feed here. There were
I
a
think you
van
guys will
driving. So I
all
wonder
be
if
very
I
excited
think it had
since we are
NASA on it.
now
So I wonder if
about
that will carry
17
them away
minutes
from
from the
the
opening of our launch window today.
mobile
So with that, as we
launcher.
approach terminal count, let's send it back to Daryl now in firing room 1. Daryl.
All right, thank you, Megan and Nicole, and just want to give you an update on the launch abort system that you just reported that they cleared. They believe, they're convinced, this is an instrumentation failure. So there are 2 batteries on the LAS. The LAS, of course, and with the help of my 2-year-old son's model rocket, Daniel said I could use this, so it's okay. The LAS is right here. It's the tower above Orion. Orion capsule is inside of here. It's used to pull Orion off the rocket in case the rocket something's going on with the rocket, either on the pad or in flight. 2 batteries are bad. Well, I'm sorry, one of the 2 batteries reported an out-of-family temperature, and it was very much out of family. And so they checked their data going back into the vehicle assembly building where they recharged the batteries and worked on them. And they have good, solid data, they reported, that tells them that this is an instrumentation failure, that there's something wrong with the sensor. And so they took it before the mission management team, which has to accept the risk, any changes to launch commit criteria, which this would be one, and they all fully accepted it. So now we are clear as far as that constraint is concerned.
Sorry, Justin.
And one quick thing as we count down now, we are getting
says,
into the final
me, I
minutes
believe
before
that we
liftoff.
can be so much more.
There's a 2-hour window. We
Say
haven't
most
quite
Americans
set the
don't
T0
care.
yet.
He thinks it's sad.
But this is a
It is
list
sad
of
that
the
not
cutouts. There are
enough people are interested in
150
this sort of
cutouts
stuff.
that are included for this 2-hour launch window. And that's important.
It's super exciting. I think it's super
That's
exciting.
important because there's basically 16 minutes inside this window that they cannot launch. And these are because of small things flying in orbit. There's a lot more things in orbit than there were back in Artemis 1 when we had 35 to 40 cutouts. For that reason, because of these 156 cutouts, they're going to be managing the launch window.
Justice says, I always said,
forward.
if space is empty, we need
They
to
may
step
have to
up our
wait out
game.
one of these cutouts. They range in time.
Oh, we need to get out there, don't we? On wind races here.
23 seconds.
So where's
You'll
Justin?
hear
Don't see chats.
the NASA
He's
test
on the
director
other
talk through
channel.
that. We're getting ready to merge.
He's on the other
that
channel.
loop
I'm
from
dual
NASA test
streaming now.
director, Jeff
So
Spalding.
Justin's over on Mercury Rapids Toig, and I can't bring up those messages. That's it. The link for the other is in.
And so now I'm listening to
the
the
community
launch team
thing
get
on
ready to merge
my main
their
channel.
operational channel.
Justin says, "Angry Berry for president." Yes, I'd vote for you if I could vote in the American elections, which I can't. But if I could, I would.
We're now entering one of the most
I
consequential
don't even vote for
phases
his
of
own
launch
elections.
day, and
Genuinely
that's terminal
don't.
count,
We've got one coming
the
up.
Final 10 minutes.
And OTC, NTD,
In May.
time check.
Good. Come. Help me.
I hear you the same. STC?
2.
GTC?
GTC is on 2 and 2.
All right, copy that.
Roger.
NASA Test Director Jeff Spalding confirming communications with his team. There will be 2 polls that we'll hear. One from Spalding, the NASA Test Director, confirming the ground systems and the launch team are ready to proceed. At this point, we have a clear board, no constraints, but we need confirmation from each individual on the NASA
In the chat
Test Director
on
team.
the Toig
So
channel.
we'll hear him poll
The
his
Old
team.
Yorkshire Geek.
The
I
other
put the,
poll that we're waiting
the
for
link for
is the poll from
the
Launch
other
Director Charlie
stream,
Blackwell
if you want
Thompson,
to
who will
pop
take
in
that
there. Oh,
final
hang on, just a second.
status
So you're on your
from
main
NASA
YouTube.
management
Yes, I
before
started
giving the go
another
to
stream
come out
over on the
cold.
main
And you're seeing the clock
YouTube
count down
channel
at
as
L
well.
12 minutes.
Just in case something went wrong with this. Just in case.
CCL.
Yes, sir.
So if you go over to
loop
the Old Yorkshire Geek, I'm over there as well.
Copy, that's in work.
And CDR, OTC, you're on Earth 1.
There, see, yay!
ARS loop ISO valves are being closed
And
at this
Justin's
time.
back home again.
NGDLP.
Go.
Yes, I had a
Ooh,
discussion with CIS
engines through a porthole.
The observation the CIS had a few minutes ago. They were able to confirm with BCI photos that the condition that they observed has been there since 2025. Mer Manager has had a chance to review the findings.
What's that?
They do
What's
not
that
have
over
any
there?
constraints
What's that a picture
from
of?
either a CIS or Mer Manager perspective.
Oh, it's gone blue.
Okay. Copy all. And Launch Director, NTD, you copy?
Yes, sir. I copy that. That's good
princess. News. You excited? Yeah.
OTC, CCL 212.
OTC.
ARS primary loop isolation valve configuration is complete.
Copy.
And CGLS NTD, cancel pending, please.
GLS copies, and that's complete.
All right, and for all personnel, we got a little bit more work to do before we pick up the clock, and we're
Don't
about
say that. Just
a little
say,
over a
oh,
minute
everything's
from
fine. Let's
getting
go
to 10
now.
minutes,
Press the button.
But we've canceled the resume time there, and then we'll pick it up.
Yes, it's been a
after we get through all
long
of our
road.
work
They actually played a
and,
little bit. I think
anything
just
else that we
before you
need to
came
do,
on. A little.
to get through the remainder of count. So we'll continue working that to get to our T0 today.
A little video
So when we get
snippet
to,
showing all
about
stuff through
50
the
seconds from
past.
now, we'll
And it just reminded me
extend
of
that hold.
Enterprise.
CVSE OTC.
CVSE 400 290, looking to verify
Yes,
that we are
engage.
configured for ascent. Yep, give me about 2 more minutes. I'm going to start CMA2 streaming. Copy.
Looks a bit like the Phoenix,
NTD,
doesn't it?
COSE, hold requested.
In that they're both long and thin.
Copy that.
I have an LCC violation of O-CT-004.
Don't say words like violation.
This was a transient LCC violation, so transponder 1 had a demodulated SNR estimate that went down to 2 dBm when it should have been between 10 and 13. It is now back up to 12, but we did lose that for just a moment. It does not appear that we lost our bit sync or carrier lock, which would be indicative that we lost our lock with the vehicle.
I just saw a ship out there at sea. Oh, that's not in the
however, we do have a pre-planned
what do they call
contingency
it?
procedure.
Maritime exclusion
but,
zone,
again, this is
whatever they
transient,
call
so
it.
we're back in a nominal range.
All right, let's see. LPE NTD.
Yeah, we're not seeing that hit. So I guess the question for COSE, was that less than 3 samples? Is that below our persistence?
Stand by, let me look. It did look like it did persist for several seconds on mine, but let me take a look at the number of samples.
Could I get a repeat on the affected LCC, please?
Yes, ma'am, that's going to be O-CT-004.
Thank you.
They should have beeps at the end of everything they say. Shouldn't they? 10 minutes. Oh, they've stopped. All right, this is the 10-minute hold. This is expected, by the way. And John the Wiz is here. Looks like a scene from Space 1999 in there.
Yeah, us taking a look at the data right here, looks like that was
One
a
of the
single
best
sample.
series ever. Well, for
Yeah,
equipment and stuff. The Eagle
RTS
Transport
does
is
report that
amazing.
They also lost lock for about 5 seconds. So
Yes,
I would love
needs
to ask
beep
KUS
and
to see
copy.
if they
Yes,
also
it
lost
does.
lock with the vehicle for any extended amount of period.
And COSE, while we're doing that, these are 1/10 hertz measurements, correct? So we would have had to lose it for over 10 seconds to get a second sample?
Yes, sir, that's correct. It is 1/10 hertz.
Yeah, so from our perspective, the allowance is effectively up to 30 seconds, up to 3 samples based on the 1/10 hertz. This is not an
no
LCC
idea what we're
violation,
talking
I believe.
Yes, sir. I would agree with that at this point. Copy that.
We're checking with KUS on 232. I don't think they have 212 access. We're trying to verify, but it sounds like they have a loss of lock as well. About 2 seconds.
Okay. And I guess for both KUS and COSE, do we have lock now?
That's affirmed. We do have lock for COSE.
Okay.
Yeah, so from the integration console perspective, we
just
did have
gifted
a temporary loss there within the allowable.
Who gets a membership then?
Let's go.
Denise Hal 53 has just received a gifted membership. Thank you, Justin.
Jesse.
That's very kind. Who the heck's Denise Hal 53? I have no idea.
They have good luck now.
The gifting membership system on YouTube is mental.
So with all of that, OSC, then are we
The
in a
amount
go
of random
configuration per
people
your
that
LCC?
subscribed.
Yes, sir. Recommendation would be go.
But thank you.
Okay, LP, you concur with that?
Yes, sir. LP concurs go.
And Launch Director?
Yes, sir. Launch Director concurs go.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and just verify everybody has everything else complete, Launch Director, and if we do, we'll be ready to pick up the poll at that time, unless there's something else that you're aware of.
No, sir. Let's verify all our work is complete, and I would like one last check of our constraints list.
Is this
All right,
good
let's
or
see,
bad?
LTC,
I don't
are you
know.
still waiting for ComConfig, or are you
That is
complete with
affirmed,
everything?
sir.
Okay, is that your only open item?
Yeah, OTC, this is CVSC. That 400 step 290 is complete. Copy.
Okay, so OTC, you're complete with all of your work?
That's affirmed.
All right, copy that. STC?
STC is complete.
And GTC?
GTC is complete.
Okay, excellent. All right, and LPE, just want to verify we have no open constraints at this time.
No open constraints. We have a clear board, sir.
Oh, right.
Okay,
Everything's
checking the
cool.
same
Oh,
here.
thank you. Just another gifted membership.
And
Thank
Launch
you very
Director,
much.
with that, we are clear and ready to pick up the
So,
launch rate.
anyway,
in this poll.
who
With
gets
your
a
go.
membership that time? Mojo Jojo.
I am go for the poll.
Received a gifted membership from Justin.
All right.
So thank you again, Justin.
And for all personnel, this is the
I'll
NTD
thank you on
conducting
their
the Artemis
behalf.
II
Even
launch
though I have
readiness
no
check.
idea who they are. I don't think
Verify
I've ever
ready to
seen
resume
them in the
count
chat.
and go for launch.
Ever.
OTC,
GTC is go.
STC,
STC is go.
GTC,
C's go.
MCO,
TO's go.
Safety Console,
The safety console is go.
LP,
Surgeon.
LPs go.
Surgeons go.
RTD,
RTD's go.
It's an Apollo
Houston flight.
13.
Houston flight is go.
ROC,
Rock is go.
and CDR.
Crews go.
Copy that. Thank you, Reed.
gonna
And
commence
Launch
the
Director
countdown.
NTD, our launch team is ready to
Oh, we're
proceed
at
this time.
T-minus now.
All right, NTD, I copy all. At this time, I'll perform my poll. Attention on the net. This is the launch director performing the final
Maybe they
poll
will
for
join our
launch.
chat.
Verify no constraints
Maybe
and
so.
go for launch. EGF.
All are
Program Chief
welcome
Engineer.
if you behave.
Chief engineers are go.
Copy, thank you. EGS, Chief Safety Officer.
The Artemis CSOs are go.
Copy, thank you. Range Weather.
Launch weather is go.
Thank you, LWO.
Yes, they mentioned
and
rock,
Artemis
didn't they?
MMT Chair.
MMTs go.
Thank you, John.
Yes, they need chain smoking back at
And
NASA. Yes,
Integrity
they need
Launch
full
Director.
ashtrays and stuff. And then just lighting another one.
Charlie PLT.
Thank you, Charlie. This is Victor. We are going for our families.
MS1.
This is Christina.
It doesn't matter what the rock says.
MS2. This is Jeremy. We are going for all humanity. All right, Charlie, your Artemis II crew is go for launch. Full send.
I copy that. Reed,
Oh, it is
Victor,
exciting.
Christina, and
I'm getting all
Jeremy.
giddy now. I can feel
On
it.
this historic
in,
mission, you take with you the heart of this Artemis team, the daring spirit
she's got
of
a
the
bloody
American
thumb ring on,
people
look.
and our partners across the globe,
Canceller.
and the hopes and dreams of a new generation.
Yes, Victor got
Good
the
luck.
vector.
Godspeed, Artemis II. Let's go.
Do we have clearance, Clarence? Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
And into the launch director.
Go ahead, Launch Director.
Yes, sir. You have a go to proceed with countdown.
Copy that. I'll put it in work. CDR, NTD,
Go.
Your risers and initiate short purge per your EPROC 10.1.1, steps 8 and 9.
10.1.1, 8 and 9 going to work.
Copy. CVSE NTD.
Punch it.
Start and verify recordings of our
This is
Orion
Captain
cameras.
Pike.
Copy.
Okay. Well, there you heard it.
RSR NTD.
Come on, the countdown.
We're getting ready to start
Carry
terminal
on.
count.
Arm rotation enable at this time, please.
It's currently at T-minus 10 minutes.
You excited, Princess? You're
Once
not
we
even
wrap
looking,
up
looking, me cat.
This last bit of work.
Not even looking.
We're going to start that clock.
Copy that, thank you.
She's not a space cat, are you? What are you looking at? What are you doing? Eh? Purring. She's purring. She's purring at me. Right.
You heard an issue, worked in real time with telemetry lock on the Orion. It was transitory.
Captain's
Very
log,
short.
supplemental.
They checked the data, confirmed that they had a good lock.
We have travelled back in
This was
time
with the
to watch
S-band
the
transmitter on the Orion.
launch of Artemis II.
Worked
So
through that
far.
issue, looked at the data, and cleared it. All
Just
with
it
the
says,
world
to infinity and beyond.
Impressive
On
work
the
by the launch
moon,
team.
at least.
So we have a 2-hour window, which starts in just a few minutes at 6:24 p.m. Eastern Time and goes until 8:24 p.m.
Is that what they're
Eastern
waiting for? I
Time.
think that's what. Is that what they're waiting for? Then
ECL
just
entity will be waiting for your
the launch
verification on the
window,
short
and then they'll
purge.
do the 10-minute
ECL
countdown.
copies. And for all personnel, once we get that short purge verification, we'll verify that we are clear to go, and then we'll proceed with the terminal count.
Don't want to go too early because they might miss the moon. Technically. Oh, pardon me. I haven't got a drink. I forgot to get a drink. This water towers reminds me of a Lego person. You know the heads on Lego people.
ECL time estimate?
It reminds me of one of them.
About a minute.
Should paint a face on it, a big Lego face. Get Lego to sponsor it and get some extra money for NASA. Shouldn't they? Paint it yellow, like a Lego head.
So we're going into the launch window, but not by much, it looks like. Just wrapping up some final work.
Some Tranya. I've got some orange juice somewhere. Should
And
get
once
some,
that's
shouldn't I?
completed, you'll hear NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding ask for the ground launch
Gives me
sequencer
heartburn,
operator
orange juice.
to go ahead and start the clock.
The moon will just open its mouth and say,
The ground launch
no.
sequencer is an application
Like the
software.
moon on
It
George
runs on top of
Mellier's
the
trip
launch
to the
control
moon.
system in the firing room.
Which kind of
Acts
scares
like
me,
a
that.
conductor of
When
an
it's-
orchestra, executing hundreds of commands in precise order and timing. It's all autonomous.
Entity CCL 212, short purge initiation is verified.
All right, copy that, and we're verifying our constraints.
He says, no corporate stuff. We don't need Starbucks space dock. It'll happen. It'll happen. If they ever build a big space station up there, there'll be a Starbucks and a McDonald's. And
All right, and we're clear from cutouts. And with that, we're going to resume the clock momentarily. And CGLS, you can resume the clock on your mark.
GLS copies.
it'll be like for all mankind
Mark.
up on Mars.
GLS
They've got
mainline has been
all them
initiated.
brands up on Mars,
T-minus
haven't
10
they?
minutes and counting.
In for all mankind. Oh! It started.
And that begins terminal count. Our new T0 is 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. We are now counting down to liftoff of Artemis II.
So we're on a T minus. They're still saying L minus at NASA space flight, but are we on a T
From
minus
now
now?
on, you're going to hear two voices on the loops. If everything goes nominally, NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding, who's directly managing the launch team, and Alex Bendelis,
It is a great
the
series
GLS
for all
operator who
mankind.
closely
Yes.
monitors
I call
the
it
software.
Star Trek Origins.
He has the ability to stop and restart.
Do you want moon
the
travel with
countdown.
ads or the ad-free tier? Just pay that bit
A
extra
lot of people
for the
ask
ad
about
free.
whether there's a launch button. There certainly is
Houston
not.
Flight and Rock, our new T0 is 223512.
Houston flight copies. 223512.
Affirm.
There you heard confirmation of the exact T0, 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. Again, our T0 is 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. But as I was saying, there's no launch button. This is autonomous. But there is a button that keeps you from launching, and that button allows the GLS operator to pause the countdown outside of terminal count and during terminal count and submit a hold to the next holding point. So the clock won't stop right away.
That bird's
if
going to
there's an
get a
issue.
shock if it
It'll
hangs
go to the
about for the next 8 minutes,
stable
isn't
holding
it?
point. This is
And
how
that one as well.
GLS
Saying that, I
configures
don't
the
know how
rocket
close
and
they
ground
are.
systems to a stable point.
Probably
where they
closer
can
to us
stop
than they are to the
countdown if
rocket,
that's
aren't
needed.
they?
But right now, we are counting down. Our next big milestone, looking to retract the crew access arm.
GLS is go for crew access arm retract.
And there you see the crew access arm moving away.
So we do sound effects.
That's the
All them
path that the
sorts of
astronauts
noises.
took to ingress into the rocket. Until this point, that was their way off the
If I
pad.
could remember
needed
it,
to
the theme from
evacuate.
Apollo 13 would be going through my
But
head
now
now.
with that arm retracting, the backup transitions to a launch abort system. And they'll begin arming that shortly. Of course, the launch abort system, great shot there of the crew access arm retracting away. The launch abort system is the tower at the top, and that's what would pull Orion and its crew off the top of the rocket in case of an emergency, whether it's on the ground or in flight.
Windgrave's
This is
gone over my
critical
head
safety
again.
hardware that protects the lives of the astronauts. Starting at T-minus 6 minutes, the GLS will
did
start
the
bringing
astronauts
that
know
and
where
other
Gunter
high-energy
went?
systems online, starting with core stage pressurization.
Impulse engine power up, warp core start up, warp at the ready in 2 minutes. We'll get there one day. We'll get there.
Weather is 90% go. The range is go. All systems are go.
I once read a science fiction,
GLS
speaking
is
of
go for
warp
core stage tank
engines,
pressurization.
once read a science fiction story where some astronauts set
That means
off
the
to
replenish valve for the liquid
Alpha
hydrogen
Centauri,
tank has
say,
now closed,
in
and that tank is beginning to
a
pressurize
rocket that
to
would take
flight
years and
levels
years to get there.
because
I
that
think they were in,
hydrogen is naturally boiling inside the tank.
suspended animation or whatever. But they didn't realise,
We'll get the
obviously they
liquid
didn't know,
oxygen tank
in
a
the
little later in
time
the
that it
count.
took them to get there, mankind had developed like warp travel, we'll say.
Now the team is
faster than
waiting for
light travel.
verification
So
that
they were
if
met
needed,
at the
the Artemis II
destination
crew could use the
by
launch abort
humans
system
from
to pull
Earth,
Orion safely off the top of the rocket
which were
in an
cool.
emergency.
I bet they were a bit miffed because they thought they were
Let's
going to be the
listen to that
first.
GLS verifies last capability available.
And CDR, do you copy?
CDR copies, last available.
That's great news, and you heard the NTD verify that with the commander of the mission.
GLS is go for FTS arm.
On his
Now
little,
work
his
is being
green
done to arm
CD,
the flight termination
his green
system.
octagonal
This is so the
CD,
range safety
whatever the hell
can
it
send
is.
a flight termination command if the rocket flies too far off track. There's a brief built-in delay, so the launch abort system has time to pull the astronauts
GLS
to
is
safety
go for
first.
LH2 high flow bleed check.
All right, the high flow bleed check. That's so the cryo team gets verification that the RS-25 engines, all 4 of them, are in the proper temperature range
I'd
for
play
launch.
Boston rather than. Is it first stage? Is it that or third stage? I can't remember now. I've got a bloody LP. That'd be better for a launch. Ooh, nearly there. 4 minutes.
GLS is go for core stage APU start.
Core stage APUs start. Those are auxiliary power units. High-speed turbines, which provide pressure to hydraulic pumps that steer the RS-25 engines. We're going to see a gimbal test a little later at T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is what allows that to happen.
Cryo team is cool, literally. Cryo team is okay.
Coming up in about 20 seconds, we're listening for go for purge sequence 4. That's a helium purge of the 4 core stage engines downstream of the propellant valve. This gets all the air and moisture out of there.
Bet something out. There'll be a scrub. They'll pull the rug out right at the last minute, so they're getting all giddy.
GLS is go for purge sequence 4.
Moving through the milestones.
Ready at your command, Captain.
All is looking good.
Flux capacitor, flux
in. Just a few seconds, we're going to get that thrust vector control actuator test. This is a gimbling of the engines.
Are they gimbling? Giving them a wiggle.
There are the 4 RS-25s, 3 of them shuttle heritage, 1 of them built from shuttle parts. And there you see them moving.
No. I don't remember that episode, to be honest. Is it one of the new ones?
Now we're going to start moving the power.
Oh, look, gimbal.
From both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket to internal.
Which one is it now?
Taking
Mercury
ground power
Rapids,
away,
the mountains of tomorrow. The
power.
last part of me Mercury Rapids. The last section in me Mercury Rapids.
GLS is go for upper
Aliens, spoilers, aliens appear and turn the moon round.
All right, power is removed from the rocket's upper stage.
And so they have the far side of the moon facing
ICPS,
Earth.
and it's been switched to battery.
To
Same
save
milestone
the
for lower
Earth.
Core stage coming up at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds. Right now, the 4-person Artemis II crew is 248,000 miles away from the moon. And if all goes well, they will fly by it in 6 days.
GLS is go for core stage to internal power.
6 days.
All right, there's the rocket's core stage, which
Bloody
houses 3
capsule.
flight computers, is now on
About
its
half the
own
weight's
power.
air fresheners.
There's no more hold time because there's no more margin on these batteries. So we would have to recycle back to T-minus 10 to recharge if we had a hold.
Minute.
Right now, the rocket does not know what the T0 is, but coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself
Might
down,
see it first on here.
but honor any holds that could
For a
come
few
from the ground.
seconds in front.
Now, shortly after liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
GLS
Oh.
is go for ALS.
Oh,
Great call out. The rocket is on its own.
it's ignited.
4
We have
brave
ignition,
explorers
look.
ready to ride the most powerful rocket
We have ignition and lift off.
NASA has ever
It's
launched.
going. It's going, look. Never mind them there. I should have
Sound
put these on,
suppression
shouldn't I?
water
They're ahead of NASA's official feed.
And here we go. 10, 9,
Spoilers.
7.
They're off.
RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2,
Wow.
1. Booster ignition. And liftoff.
Lift off.
The crew
Oh,
of
they
Artemis
did this
II
all.
now bound for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
It goes for Tau Ceti.
Good roll pitch.
That's very distant, according to Riker, but that's not. But anyway.
Houston now controlling the flight of integrity on the Artemis II mission around the moon.
Well, they're off. They're on the way. Fingers crossed. Nothing bad happens. They get up there. Is it 8 minutes to orbit? Something like that.
On time
And
passing
thereabouts.
to the flights. Integrity passes the ultimate beacon. Target milestone. Mission Control Houston seeing good performance on the 4 main engines. Space Launch System core stage. Integrity 3 miles in altitude. Traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
Awesome. You know what, I thought my mate might have phoned me up. Or maybe he's watching. Who knows? Probably not. I'll be seeing him tomorrow. Everybody cheers on the ground. Huzzah! I've never been able to do that.
1 minute. Approaching
on, Ponce de Leon.
I can't whistle.
Have you the same?
communication signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go
When do we get
supersonic.
booster separation?
90 seconds into the Artemis II mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour.
1/4 impulse speed. Oh, and then we get booster separation. I'm watching this one because this one's earlier, isn't it? Yes, we've got booster separation. Bloody NASA and the late feed.
50 seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation, expected at the 2-minute 9-second mark.
Oop.
We see throttle down.
It's fine. See the two boosters there falling away.
Main engines throttling up, guidance converged.
Integrity.
Ooh,
Guidance
on board shots, cool.
Upper stage RCS ready. Copy all, Stan.
Will they be recovered?
Integrity.
Or will they just fall into the sea?
SM priming complete.
Not to be
2 minutes,
recovered.
45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. Thrusters on Integrity and upper stage confirmed in a ready state, ahead of service module fairing separation.
We just saw that. We just saw that in there. Service module fairing separation.
3 minutes into the flight. Integrity, 49 miles in altitude, 78 miles downrange, now passing 5,000 miles per hour.
There they go. Service module fairing separation. Does this have solar panels that come
Standing by
out?
for launch abort system jettison.
I suppose we'll find out, will we?
Houston Integrity. Good last jettison. Great view. Copy jettison. Team Eco 8+02.
Preparing auto-sep sequence.
We see the same on board, Stan. And Houston has you loud and clear on Tidris at the Carmen line. Outstanding, Stan. We have you the same.
That was just have the
3 minutes,
cross the
50
Carmen
seconds into
line.
the flight of Artemis II. Wiseman, Glover, Cook, and Hansen crossed the boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy. Flight Dynamics Officer analyzed the time of main
Of course,
engine cutoff,
Windgrace and
confirmed at 8 minutes,
Justin,
2
being in
seconds,
America,
time of MECO.
have actually looked out their window and seen it go up. For some reason, I've got the Buck Rogers theme going around my head now with that the.
Outstanding, Stan. We see the same, and we have a beautiful moonrise. We're headed right at it.
Approaching 5 minutes into the flight, Commander Reed Wiseman confirms he has visuals of his destination. GPS guidance, navigation, and control software finishes internal
I
checks
can't
and
see
sends
it's
to
behind
navigation
me.
channels.
Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Integrity.
They're like a crosshair with an X, and I thought, oh, that X is supposed to be in the middle because it were off to the left.
On time, now passing 5 minutes, 20 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis II mission. At this point, 3 good main engines are all that's needed to carry Integrity to a nominal main engine cutoff
You
target.
know the pain,
But at this
the
time, we're seeing 4 good
pain.
engines here in Mission Control Houston. Integrity, 75 miles in altitude, 330 miles downrange, approaching 10,000 miles per hour.
Wow. Going at 10,000 miles an hour, princess. She don't care. Oh, we want something exciting just in the 2001 themes, you know.
Integrity, looking good at
Oh,
6
it's
minutes.
cool, you know, a bit of Strauss. Is it Strauss? I think it's Strauss, isn't it? Or is it Bach? I can't remember. Strauss, isn't it? Johann Strauss.
Good trajectory and engine
We need
performance.
exciting stuff.
Booster
Like the
officer
Buck
will
Rogers
report
theme.
The shutdown plan to Flight Director Judd Friedling expected at the 7-minute mark.
Don't go to a computer
Integrity,
graphic.
78 miles in altitude.
Or have they lost
460
telemetry
miles
for a
downrange.
while?
Integrity, expect nominal shutdown.
Back again.
Integrity copies nominal shutdown.
Six minutes 40 seconds of mission elapsed time. Shutdown plan is as expected. Again, the time of MECO was confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds into the flight.
What's that red X for there? What's that,
7 minutes of mission elapsed time.
That's gone now. Never mind.
Throttling down as we approach the abort once around option. Milestone at the 7-minute 30-second mark. Now 84 miles in altitude, 650 miles downrange, traveling more than 15,000 miles per hour.
Integrity, AOA open.
AOA open.
The window is now open for an abort once around option that would target splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Still following nominal ascent at this time. About 10 seconds remaining until the main engine cutoff of the Space Launch System core stage. Standing by for confirmation of MECO and core stage separation.
I'm just looking up stuff. Artemis II timeline.
Integrity, nominal MECO, core stage separated.
We see the same on board, Stan.
Eight minutes 40 seconds into the flight, we have a nominal main engine cutoff heading in the right trajectory on the way to swing around the moon. Core stage has separated, done its job. The Space Launch System upper stage, the inner
I'm just
rim
seeing when
cryogenic propulsion
translunar
stage,
injection
or
we're going to be, but
ICDS,
it's not going to be till
still
tomorrow.
attached
Like
to
a
the
whole
Orion
day
spacecraft.
into the mission, 25 hours into the mission. They'll do the translunar injection.
9 minutes of mission elapsed time. Integrity crew of Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen now in orbit around the Earth at the beginning of their journey to the moon.
Cool, they're on their way.
Integrity Houston, looking ahead to PRM numbers so far per the pad.
Copy that, Stan. Numbers for the pad.
Capcom Stan Loves now reminding the crew that the perigee raise maneuver time of ignition is as expected prior to booster ignition. That time being 49 minutes, 50 seconds of mission elapsed time.
So they'll basically like do an orbit and then fire them so they'll get a higher orbit. And then they'll go round a few more times till tomorrow, 25.5 hours, and then they'll do the translunar injection where they head for the moon. Which is cool. But it doesn't like we're going to see anything else exciting now for a while, doesn't it?
Integrity, good. Neds deploy.
Neds deploy. I have no idea what that is.
Copy that, Stan. Good, Neds.
They've got good Neds. it say anything in here? Let's have a look.
And Integrity Houston for PWD setup. Just a reminder, halfway open on the secondary.
We copy that. Stand halfway open.
Passing 11 minutes of mission elapsed time. Here, overhearing the conversation between Capcom Stan Love and Commander Reed Wiseman, already passing some milestones. We have a good nozzle extension deployment system. That is confirmed.
There we go. NEDS, nozzle extension deployment
we also
system.
Have the visors are confirmed up. Now past the dynamic phase of flight. That is
yes, they have a solar array.
The
I thought I'd seen it in diagrams.
That provided them an extra layer of protection. Now not as needed. They're going to raise those visors. And later in today's mission, they will begin to egress or get out of the suits to begin some of their initial tasks of activating some of the systems aboard in the Integrity spacecraft. It's passing 12 minutes of mission elapsed time. Again, the perigee raise maneuver that's targeted near 50 minutes of mission elapsed time, 49 minutes, 50 seconds. That's what the crew is going to be working towards. The Commander Reed Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover.
It's basically an Apollo.
Preparing for that milestone.
A modern Apollo thing, isn't it? So you got your capsule, which is the Orion capsule,
meantime, and mission specialist Christina
the
Cook
service
and,
module, or
Jeremy
whatever, is
Hansen
called Integrity.
will
Isn't
start
it? I think,
some
is it
of the
Integrity?
activation of environmental control life support systems. You may hear confirmation of their activation over the Orion to Earth communication.
Basically the same as Apollo. Windgrace loves deploying his nozzle.
Houston, C3 Aux Tower, back in auto.
You.
Copy C3 Aux, and we're 2 minutes to maneuver.
I'd just do that. I'd do my own beep if I were an astronaut. I'd say, I want the beep, put him back in. Otherwise I'm going to do it myself. I want either a beep or a like a stormtrooper. Anyway,
13 minutes and 30 seconds of mission elapsed time. We're going to continue to follow the crew of the Artemis II mission. They are beginning their journey around the moon to verify the systems that will take us to its surface. An incredible ascent.
Blue screen of death.
Artemis II is underway. Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, and Jeremy Hansen begin their journey to the moon. Still milestones to come up.
But will UFOs be shadowing them on the way?
It's a high Earth orbit around the Earth before engines are fired to get us around the moon. We'll keep tabs on Integrity and its crew from here in Mission Control Houston. But for now, we're going to send it back to you, Megan and Nicole at the Kennedy Space Center. Very jealous to hear how the launch experience was over on the Space Coast.
Yeah, Gary, for people are just joining us, welcome back to the Space Coast where we just saw
everybody's
Artemis
called
II
Megan,
lift
apparently.
off 14 minutes ago, and wow, what an amazing launch and an emotional one, too. As soon as the rocket lifted off, Nicole, you had tears in your eyes, I had tears in my eyes, and we had all these people.
Because earlier on, I was listening to it, and she was saying, they were both called Megan. They had somebody else, and said, "Back to you, Megan. Thanks, Megan." Justice says the aliens are like, "Oh no, the humans are back. They're flinging themselves out into the void without the slightest inkling of who or what is out there." Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. We saw the launch, and I honestly expected it not to happen. I expected it to be a screw, but so I was expecting something to go wrong, and for it to be delayed again, and it hasn't. They're on their way, which is super exciting. So there we go. So right, so I'm going to go sort out some supper for my lad now and me. So we'll leave it there. So thanks Justin. Thanks for the gifted memberships. That is amazing. Oh, hang on. Wingris says, I assumed the whole thing was an April Fool. Next big thing, obviously, they're on the way to the moon. It's a 10-day mission. So the next 10 days are going to be kind of cool, following them on their mission. And he's glad it wasn't. So there's that. And then April 20th is the target date for the next Starship launch. You know, Elon Musk's Starship launch. So that's April 20th. Hitler's birthday. Don't think that's got any, significance. But anyway. Justin says, that was fun. Maybe a successful mission. Yes, Godspeed to them. 2027 moon landing. Maybe. What they want to get the launch cadence up to every 10 months, aren't they? And it's been... Oh, my phone's ringing. Hang on. Bear with me. It might be my mate. It is. It's my mate. Hello. Hiya, fella. You what? It has, yes. Sorry, I'm just doing a live stream. Has it gone? That's typical. I don't know. My mate's internet went off. Okay, I'm just about to close it all up anyway. So jump. Yeah. Hang on. I'll put you on speaker.
Hiya, fellas. If you're watching Steve and everything else and listening to him, he's a great guy. I wanted to know about the Artemis II because my internet's gone off and I didn't see it get up properly. Apparently all's okay. Anyway, enjoy your evening with him. Get sorted out and subscribe. Thanks very much. Bye.
See you later, fella. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Hi. Bye.
See ya.
Oh dear. I said I thought he'd phone up, didn't I? And he phoned up to ask me if they'd done it because just as it launched, his internet went off. So he didn't see it happen. Anyway, so I will leave it there on that bombshell. So as I said, thanks Wingrace and thanks Justin for the gifted memberships. I'm going to have to do some gifted memberships of my own. It's been a while. And we also had John the Wiz. Thank you, John the Wiz, for joining in as well. I'll just double check over on my Toig channel. No, nobody else has left. Nobody else has joined in there. So, right. So, I'm going to head out now. So, we'll leave it there. So, thanks for watching. Wherever you are, look after each other. And until next time, I'll say there.
That old Yorkshire geek with stories